Greetings, my fellow Gators. I would like to welcome you to a special video, which will begin a new series of a project that I am now working on, which is basically a side project. Um, don't worry, the next 3D printed project will still be Jumper, but this is something different. Um, as you can see on this rather not very uh, sharp picture, is Apophis, as he appeared in the very first episode, Children of the Gods. And what I will try to do in this project is to actually make a Serpent helmet. Now, um, fortunately, there are quite there are pictures, very good pictures of the prop that was used in the series itself. If I go there, we can see here very nice picture of the Serpent helmet, or rather Apophis helmet that was used. This is the one that can be open. As you can see, it is in partially open state, and as you can see, the details are quite visible. So I will use this as a main reference for my own model, and I will basically model the helmet per this. Yeah, as you can see, here's the side view, here the whole pneumatic assembly for opening the helmet, and yeah, as you can see, it's partially opened already. But we can see quite a lot of details here as well, and here as well. So you can see that those pictures are really good. And now this is the helmet itself in the open state. Yeah. So let's go to the Creo and take a look what I have come up with. Okay, and here we have the mask. You can see that I did not make the reliefs and ornaments one in one. It has little bit of, well, artistic license, but the overall shape and overall, well, decoration, I guess, is something that I would say is quite okay, and it's yeah, I personally like it. Now, what I have to say that this is not one-to-one scale. This is roughly 1/3 of the scale of the real deal. That's because it's just a test rig. And now, why it is just a test rig? It's simple. When we go back to the pictures, this is the open state as I mentioned, and I really didn't like that in the series. We can go further. We can see here Apophis, Peter Williams inside the helmet, which is once again not opened entirely. It's just a promo picture, but here we can see it opened entirely, and unfortunately the rest of the serpent head is not visible, but it is sticking up. And the only thing that it did, it lowered those faceplates, but not entirely, so he's still quite obscured, and basically it's just opened. It did not really retract it, which was really a bummer when when you compare it with the Horus and Anubis and Ra mask that as were shown in the movie. Sure, those were CGI, and this one is actually a real model. But I still think that we can do better. And here you can see as well that he really has to stretch his face in order, or head, sorry, in order to actually be visible. So this is something I did not like, and this is something I think I can do better. So the main goal of this project is not only to make this mask, but also to come up with a design to actually make it retractable. and not just openable like the original mask. And I have to say that after quite some time, I already came up with such a design or such a mechanism. But as the name of this video suggests, so far I have only a theoretical design, meaning that this design that you can see is not in any way final. There are parts still missing, but the mechanism, the linkage itself, that is what is actually done, and what is missing are details. Details that I can easily do, but yeah. So, without further ado, I guess let's see. And it's on. As you can see, it's moved with one movement, and it's connected in such a way that the one movement will move everything, and the entire helmet will retract. Another thing that I have to mention is when I called it a theoretical design, is for example the faceplate assembly. Now, as you can see, if I move it, all the plates are moved via mechanism. That's not how it will work in real life. In real life, they will be on sliders, so the movement itself is correct, but there will be no connection to any other parts of the retraction. There will simply be tolerance enough for the gravity to actually work on its own. So in this position, they will simply by their own weight fall down and cover the front. And when the serpent head will actually get into this position, they should slide down by themselves simply by gravity once again. It may not work 100% all the time, I'm aware of that, but that's what I have so far. And yeah, as you can see here, I don't have any link here. Yeah, nothing there. All the pegs, all the pins, they will be added, but uh, that's not important for the mechanism itself. So, yeah, this is basically how it works. So basically the mechanism is one big parallelogram and everything is attached to it, so one movement will do everything. What's the plan for the future? Well, obviously to finish the design so that it's not theoretical but practical, and to print it out and test if it actually works. If that actually works, I would like to make a one-in-one version that could be theoretically variable, but such a thing is not a matter of simply scaling it 2/3 up. No, that's not it, because the thing is that it has to be printable, it has to fit onto printing bed, and also I am not sure if the mechanism can be used one-in-one, just scaled up. I'm not sure if there would be a need for some reinforcements. That remains to be seen, and basically the testing rig will determine that. Yeah. So those are the plans for the future. But for now, we can see that this model looks like this. It's, yeah, At least I like it. I would say it's nice. Um, just for those who are really interested in some dimensions, um, the shoulder pads have now dimension of 20 centimeters. Okay, so yeah, that's it. So I guess. Oh yeah, I also prepared just as a reference this mannequin, but it's very simplified and it's not really done yet, and it doesn't really look that great yet, mainly from side, but as I said, it's not finished. And and I simply did it just so that we can see. Yeah, it's open like this. So I guess that this, or maybe, yeah, that one is better. This and this, that you can tell that there is indeed a difference. Uh, Still, it's not like a RAS helmet, but I guess it's better. Okay, so I would say this will wrap up this part of the video series. So in the next part, I hope that the design will be done. So I will present it with some, let's say, detailed description, and then I will try to actually print it out, and we'll see how it will work. Okay, so that's all for now. Have a very nice day, and bye bye.